questions about buying or selling a home, not sure if you qualify? Your local real estate agent Antoinette Ware is here for you. Do you live out of town, moving out of town, or looking for investment property? Well, let's work together and make it happen. Antoinette Ware can be reached at 419-917-6258. The name you know, celebrating over 20 years, serving Toledo and surrounding areas. Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, the Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. La Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless.
Are you tired of driving around a dirty car? Say hello to the ultimate solution for your car. Quick Auto Detail, home, work, or wherever. Their mobile car spa will clean and shine your car anytime and anywhere. Their products are gentle on your car's paint, and they use only the highest quality materials. Book your appointment now.
Hey there, this is indie artist Shanbray Price, and I rock with Queen Silvy on the Queen Silvy Show. Bye, y'all.
Welcome to the Queen Silvy Show. Tune in at 11, good laugh, good vibe, that's for sure. Get smooth with Tim, get smooth with Tim. They have you running like you popped the pill. Once you hear the show, you ain't gonna want it to end. Get creative with the sounds you can make with your mouth. Reaching all over the world, Queen Silvy in the house. Award-winning show, got the #1 spot, look out. It's the Queen Silvy Show. 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 It's the Queen Silvy Show.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, it is Smooth Tim, and thank you for spending another terrific Tuesday with us on the multiple award-winning Queen Silvy Show. In fact, it is now my pleasure to introduce to you the world's sexiest granny, the Queen herself, Queen Silvy.
Yes, it is me, Queen Silvy, on this terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. Ooh! Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this great world today. I hope you're ready for some super greatness that we have in store for you. Smooth, how are you today?
I'm doing terrific on this Tuesday, Queen. How are you doing?
As always, I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I suppose. It's 24/7, 365. Queen Silvy, you're always simply
Amazing. I know.
Yes, you are.
Double true that. I am amazing. It is what it is, right? Hey, but you are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing. We have an amazing guest today, as well as some announcements.
Absolutely. On today's show, we have Marva Riley. She's a registered nurse, an author, an international speaker, and a holistic health and wellness advocate. So she's going to be talking to us probably the most important thing you can even think about, your health and wellness. So, hey, I can't wait to get into that conversation. Hey, as always, our hearts and prayers are going out around the world. Things are still horrible in Ukraine. Things may be settling down in Israel. We'll see. We still got things going on, domestically. Hopefully, everything will be fine this coming up year. We keep our thoughts and prayers of these people. And as the Queen and I always say, faith over fear in that regard. And don't forget, this coming weekend is Father's Day.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, so Papa.
As a reminder, yeah, it is Father's Day coming up. So don't forget the old dad, every once in a while. I don't know.
That's right.
Buy him a can of worms so he can go fishing, anything to make him feel just a little bit.
An old can of worms. There you go. And a string and a stick.
Got your can of worms, Dad. Go enjoy your day. Go on now.
Go on now.
Otherwise, how about some analytics from our last week's show? Australia, France, Ireland, Africa, Poland, Germany, Mexico, the United Kingdom, and the United States, and also those friends of ours up north, Canada. Thank you.
All right. That's right and correct and loving at the same time, because I want you to know that if you're watching this live, right, Smooth and myself, we love and appreciate you. And if you're watching this later on archive,
our love is everlasting.
Our love is everlasting, Smooth. We love and appreciate you on this terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. Again, I said you are in for a treat, so do be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get some of the super greatness we have in store for you. Before we get into a great conversation with my wonderful guest, what I'd like to do at this moment is I'd like to share some motivational words from The Queen Silvy Show to you. What you're supposed to do when you don't like a thing is change it. And if you can't change it, change the way you think about it. But stop hating yourself for everything you wish you were. Start loving yourself for everything that you are. You see, your life is as good as your mindset. So don't let your mind bully your body, okay? Take care of your body. After all, it's the only place you have to live. Right? And those are the motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you, baby, you. Now, what I like to do also before we get into my conversation with my wonderful guests is I like to represent and give a shout out to all of my deserving kings and queens all over the world, like Marie McKenzie at the International Sexual Assault Recovery Institute, Carmen Jewel and Massage Therapy by Carmen, Simone Enterprise and Entertainment Company, and the Simone Family Foundation. A Journey Through Healing with Beatrice Crawford Daniels. Hey.
Shout out to you.
To Kinsley Patino, Queen Jenna, Ashley, Follette Clark, and Kenneth Rawls.
Shout out to you.
To Helen Myers, Peace Myers, Corey and Casey Patino, and Joan Mercer.
Shout out to you.
To Queen Aaliyah, Asia, Tay, Maya, Camille, and Dejour.
Shout out to you.
To my grandsons, including my great-grandchildren, shout out to Omari, Jonathan, Tyron, DJ, and Rhea. All right.
Shout out to you.
They be testing my brains, but I got to remember all these names, but it's all good. Yeah. To Jonathan Easley, Lee Allen Sr., LP and Cynthia, Melvin and Teresa Kaki, and Michael.
Shout out to you.
To Queen Sonia, Kaki, Shanika, Alana, Brianna, and Precious.
Shout out to you.
To Nancy, Delia, and Chrissy from Fort Worth, Texas.
Shout out to you.
I think I need to clear my throat. Just one moment, please.
Woof, woof. Meow. Ribbit, ribbit.
Oh, it's Don't knock it till you try it, okay? To Ryan and Kelly and the All-American Boys, Matt and Tracy, and the All-American Girls, hey.
Shout out to you.
To Pamela Anderson, C. Shorty Franklin, Renita Easley, Gold Rosa, Patricia Wilhelm McGiffin, Donna Ferry, and Pam Bailey.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in Africa, Amy Kanema, Webster Rito, Hostile Flow, Hero Boy, and Princess Ariel Lua.
Shout out to you.
To Sabrina Williams, Pinky Harmon, Sassy Savage, Robin Taylor, DJ Team Broke 100.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, and Gay Cross.
Shout out to you.
To Lorenzo Gabaniza, Christine and Louis Anderson, James and Audrey, Series Edition, Nana Linda Hartley.
Shout out to you.
To Edith Verhoek, Queen D. Brown, Sandra and Ben Johnson, Melody Gorth Dodd, Brian Pearson, Miguel Montebon, and to my good friend, Joe Maz. Hey.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Hey, if you would love to be shouted out, if you have someone you would love for us to represent and shout out, we will hook you up 3 days a week, every Tuesday, with the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show, every Wednesday with Tim's Tidbits, and every Thursday with the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. As we bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. Check out this resource. And when we get back, hey, let's get the ball rolling with the super greatness we have in store for you on The Queen Silvy Show. Hi, I'm Queen Silvy of the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. You want to expand and get noticed? Then come outside your box and into our world. Internet advertising has a real impact on global awareness and even sales, so let's make an impact together. Offering for a limited time advertising and sponsorship packages that excel your purpose. So contact Queen Silvy or Smooth Tim for the exciting opportunities that awaits. Yeah.
Well,
Hey, we are back on this terrific Tuesday. You do have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get this super greatness we have in store for you. With a mission to encourage, inspire, motivate, and educate individuals to become and remain the healthiest version of themselves using a holistic approach encompassing the body, mind, and spirit. Dedicated to raising awareness about healthy living, empowering others to take control of their health, and witness the transformative power of holistic hearing, the power of holistic living. Sharing her journey, providing practical and motivational advice, I introduce to you from Georgia, registered nurse, author, holistic health and wellness advocate, international speaker, the one and only, Marva Riley.
Hi there, Silvy.
Hey, Marva. Thank you for taking the time being here on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
I did like to be here.
Absolutely. Before I go into the show, what I like to do is acknowledge someone who just recently had a birthday. So Smooth, hit it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marva. Yeah, Marva. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Look, I know that birthday is just past. I tell everyone my birthday is every day. If I wake up every day, I am making the most of that day, celebrating it. It's birthday, Mother's Day, everything. And I wanted to honor you.
We have to celebrate every moment of life.
Absolutely. So for Marva, you are originally from Jamaica, coming from a large family of 10. Hey, I have 8 in my family, so I know what it be like. You know, you experienced an impactful, rough upbringing, though. So for now, share with me what you will about that time in your life and growing up in Jamaica.
Okay, well, my parents had 10 children, 5 girls and 5 boys. And we were poor, only we didn't know that we were poor. Lived in a very small house. I have an aunt, my dad's sister. She was considered the rich one in the family. She had her own business, she and their husband, but they could not conceive. They could not have children. They could not bear children. So my dad carted me off to his sister and her husband, and they became my parents. I remember them picking me up and driving away and leaving my siblings, and I was just looking through the back mirror or the back window of the car. Very sad. I didn't quite understand what was going on. And the experience with my aunt and uncle was very rough. They did not know how to love on me and to raise me properly. I think they raised me the way they knew best, the way they were raised, not with much love, not with any affection, just rough, as it were.
Wow. I heard that, and for anyone that's going through that type of treatment and don't understand, love, it is hard to, well, first of all, no parent comes with a book on how to parent and how to do with a child, but you are a strong young woman because you ended up where you were taking care of them, right?
I sure did. Well, they did the best that they could by me, but even after graduating from high school, they were extremely, I hate to use the word mean, but they were mean. They weren't kind. And I remember inviting them to my wedding, and uh, my aunt wrote in red on the invitation, "Thank you, but no thank you," and sent it back to me.
Wow.
So that was very, very painful. Long and short of it, I got married. I had 2 children, and I think when my oldest was about 6, something must have occurred to my aunt because she reached out to me and she said she wanted to meet the baby, and she wanted the baby to come and visit her. So we took the baby to see her, and she embraced her, and was kind of started rebuilding the relationship, but it was kind of still strained.
Mm-hmm.
And when I immigrated to the United States, they met up into hardships. My aunt and my uncle, their business closed, they weren't making any money, and I would send money back to Jamaica to take care of them. And for many years, that's what I did. I've lived in the US since 1989, and I took care of them. And even when they passed away, I had to come up with thousands of dollars,
Wow.
funeral expenses, etc. And they were sick. I had to spend money to provide caregiver and stuff like that. So yeah, I got to a point where I had to learn to forgive,
Mm-hmm.
forgive them, and even forgive my dad for giving me away, because for years I held unforgiveness in my heart towards my dad.
Wow. That is a lot. You are a strong woman to do that. But they say blessings come in many ways, and so it is what it is. But I know that you are blessed and looked over for the good, passionate, caring person that you are. I mean, your father passed away at the young age of 37 due to a heart attack. And then you, Marva, at, I
Mhm.
don't know, was it 38 maybe, you battled the
Yes.
heart condition cardio, and I may be saying it wrong, cardiomyopathy. Did I say that right?
Cardiomyopathy.
Yeah, myopathy. Say it again.
Myopathy.
Myopathy.
Mhm.
Explain what that is, and then share the trial and error of how you found direction to the holistic approach that changed your life.
Okay, so cardiomyopathy is a condition of the heart. It's a when the heart muscle is weak for whatever reason. The heart muscle is weak to the point where the heart has a hard time pumping the blood around the body. So, oxygen and nutrition is carried in the blood around the body to your brain and the rest of the organs. And my heart was functioning at 30 to 35%, the muscles of the heart, whereas 55 or greater is considered normal by cardiologists. So I was always tired, had no energy, looked sick at that young age, short of breath all the time. And that led me to see a physician, and they did an echocardiogram, which showed that my heart was weak. In fact, the cardiologist told me that perhaps I needed a heart transplant, and without a heart transplant, I probably would not live.
Wow.
I'm a care nurse. So I was well aware of the dangers, even though, I was feeling so sick. I mean, I couldn't walk from one room to the other in my house without getting short of breath, without sitting down and catching my breath and stuff like that. But I knew I was seriously ill, and more so when he told me I needed a heart transplant. And it's easier to get kidney transplant, liver transplant, skin transplant, eye transplant. But for heart transplant,
Right?
someone who is viable, like a young person, has to die. And they have to not be sick to die. They have to die in an accident or something like that. Family says, okay, to harvest the organ, you're at the right place at the right time, and they put that person's organ in your body. It's very, very hard to get a heart transplant. So that was like a death sentence for me when he told me that.
Wow. Like really wild. And I have a nephew who had at a young age had a problem with his heart, and the valve, I believe, come from a pig. Is it a pig valve or something? But it's scary. When you talk
Yes.
about the heart, I mean, you can have my fingernail, but then when you're talking about my heart, that's a whole nother thing. But over the years, I've had the honor of sharing conversations with those in the medical field. You are an RN, but and they share how they find themselves helping themselves and others holistically. And I have to wonder, what is it like to follow the protocol or the rules of a hospital or facility when deep down inside you know that there are other healthier options to the medical solution other than this cover up way that they do. And I mean, let's face it, because and I say it all the time, if all of these physicians were to heal you and you, me, everyone, they would be out of business. And then let they partner with the number one drug dealers. That's the pharmaceuticals. They're the number one drug dealer. Pop a pill, take a pill, pop a pill.
And the number two is
Who's the number
the
two?
food industry.
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. You are absolutely correct. And when you speak about the food industry, what I don't like about the government is, okay, they give food in the communities, the commodities and things, but it's like they're getting rid of some of that, the bad stuff that they're giving to those in the community, not the good, healthy stuff. Just, that just boils me. But
That's right.
when you're still a nurse, right?
I am still a nurse. I don't work in a clinical setting.
Okay.
Meaning I'm not in the hospital or a clinic. I do research, I write books, and I advocate for people wherever I can. I do talks in churches and communities to educate people
Good
to
for
take
you.
best care of themselves.
Good for you.
So
You are
I'm functioning. My husband told me years ago, he said, the real meaning of a nurse is an educator.
right.
But when you're in the hospital or the clinic setting, you can't truly be a Florence Nightingale.
Right.
You have to follow, like you said, their protocol is prescription. And so even though you might know that if someone is nauseous and they chew on a piece of ginger, that nausea will go away, as opposed to taking a pill with multiple negative side effects. When you're in a hospital setting or clinic setting, you can't say that to the patient.
Well, listen, I'm here to say, and I'm not. It's not that I'm bragging about it, but it is what it is. I try. Back in the day when you go to the doctor, they would say, "You have any questions?" Nowadays, when you ask that question, they say, "You have any questions?" I've made a doctor leave out of the room on me because, yes, I have questions. When you're trying to push this one medicine on me, and I know that there's other alternatives, and I'm speaking to you in a holistic way, like what other options? And it wasn't, this guy walked out of the room, never contacted me anymore and anything. And it's good because I didn't like the way that they were doing, how they want to push stuff. But let me be safe for the record that Queen Marva Riley is not a doctor. She's not a counselor, a coach, a therapist. She is a blessed individual, a blessed, intelligent, passionate health and wellness advocate dedicated to raising awareness about healthy living using a holistic approach encompassing the body, mind, and the spirit. With that said, I wanted to show this little short video that I think is cute representing Marva. Check it out. Here we go.
First Corinthians 6:19 states, "Do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit?" Well, if my body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, am I doing the best that I can to take the best care of it? That's the question for each of us to ask ourselves. Are you doing the best that you can to take care of this beautiful temple of God? Think about that.
So, with that said, for anyone that is unaware, because I'm sure there's someone that this is new to, what is holistic health? Did you hear me?
Is that me?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear
What
me?
did you say?
I said, there's someone I'm sure out there unaware who's not knowing what it is, but I want you to explain what is holistic health.
Oh, absolutely. I'd be delighted to. So the thing is that when folks think of health, they oftentimes think of, or healthy lifestyle, they oftentimes think of eating. Okay. But you could eat all the vegetables and all the fruits and drink all the water and just put the right things in your body. But if you're stressed out, if you're not sleeping, if you're not staying physically active, if you're not enjoying life, eating healthily alone is not going to take you anywhere. You see, we are a whole being encompassing our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual oneness. So we've got to take care of all of that. And that's what holistic health is all about. It does not just focus on the physical. Now, if you think of allopathic medicine, for example, you go to the doctor, you're having a headache, they tell you to take Tylenol or aspirin or something like that. They don't ask you, how much water have you been drinking?
Mm-hmm.
And drinking insufficient amount of water can lead to headaches and other things, of course. So you've got to approach health from a holistic standpoint. Get outside and walk. Make sure you're eating healthily. Focus on getting adequate sleep. Reduce your stress level and make time for fun.
Absolutely. Wellness is about creating that balance in your lifestyle that nurtures that mind, body, and spirit. That allows us to thrive. Who doesn't want to wake up and just have those goals and do the right things to live a stable life? I like using the word stable. If I can stay stable and everything, I'm cool and I'm happy. But especially now in these times, for someone that's unaware that they actually have the power. You guys, you have the power to obtain wellness oriented lifestyle. Explain to them, because I know they're saying, what do you mean? Why? Tell them why holistic health and wellness is important.
It is so important because the thing is that without our health, we have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 38, I had a great job, an amazing husband, 2 wonderful children. I was involved at my church. I was doing well. And then I became sick. And when I became sick with my heart, then I started having problems mentally. I couldn't sleep, digestive issues, kidney issues, because everything, all of our organs in our bodies are interconnected, right? They all work together. So when I wasn't feeling well, I was no good to my family. I was no good to my husband. I was no good to my children. I couldn't participate in church. I couldn't do nothing. So no matter how much money we have, Steve Jobs is a typical example that I can think of. All the money in the world. But guess what? He became sick and died at a very young age. And I'm not saying that was preventable or anything, but many times we're chasing the mighty dollar. We're chasing the promotion. We're chasing growing our business or whatever it is we're chasing, but we're not focusing on our health, because without our health, we can't enjoy any of those things. So really, of a fact, our health is our only true wealth, which is why it is so important for us to put that first above everything else.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you, is this true or is this false, Marva? Because one thing that I know and I believe is if you replenish your body and give it the nutrients that it needs, it actually starts to rebuild and restore itself. Is that true, right?
100%. I mean, there have been so much research that has shown that even smokers, the moment you quit smoking, the body starts to heal itself. There are like when I was very sick, I was on YouTube, online, reading books, trying to figure out how I could heal myself holistically, because I didn't want to be one of those statistics. My patients
Right.
that was popping 10, 20 pills per day, which led to negative side effects. Okay. And they never got well because drug, it doesn't heal you. It's a Band-Aid. It treats the symptoms. Okay. But when I was doing my research, I met so many people online who had cancer. And they started green juicing, and they started exercising, and they started taking care of their meditation, and they started thinking positively. No cancer. No cancer.
I absolutely agree.
Case in point, I have a coworker whose husband had stage 3 prostate cancer. He did not want to do chemo and radiation. She begged him to. He said no. She was a nurse for 40 years. He said, let me try holistic healing. Changed his diet, started doing everything that his naturopathic physician told him to do. In 6 months, there was no cancer.
All right. Isn't that
Again,
amazing?
the body is able to heal itself.
And, I had to prove a point to certain family members about doctors, because you can go to a doctor and say, oh, doctor, I got a headache. They're going to give you a pill. And then you go, oh, but these pills make my stomach hurt. They're going to give you a pill for that. Oh, but now I can't sleep. They're going to give you a pill for that. When there's so many things that you can do yourself. I don't know how many times I went to a doctor and I told them, no, thank you. They think, and when you live in a hood and you go to a doctor, they think you're just coming for pain pills, or you're just coming. No. The answer. They will not give you the solution to the problem. And just like you say, they bandage it up. So I really don't go to doctors. I do my own research. I take my own healthy things and I go with that. Because, I've been their guinea pig in younger years. I will not be your guinea pig anymore. And it is what it is. But in my opinion, walking is one of the best exercises. And sometimes when I don't want to go outside and walk, I have a treadmill.
Yes.
So in between that, because it's easy on the body, right?
Yes.
It boosts your heart, it lifts your mood, strengthens your muscles. Yes. But you tell me, because it's easy for people to deprioritize their personal health when they're juggling family, work, and other obligations, right? So in speaking worldwide, what do you believe that the world needs to do right now to better care for their health, with or without the health system?
The number one thing is to change the way we eat. Number one, because you can actually eat health. Obesity is the number one crisis that is leading to all the chronic disease conditions that are killing people every day. Obesity. The number one crisis. And the main reason for this obesity crisis, is because of the food that is being fed to people all over the world, because the standard American diet has been adopted throughout the world. I'm from Jamaica, and my mom passed away a few months ago. And when I went to Jamaica, all of the fast food places, that restaurants that are US based are in Jamaica. And what are the people eating? Not the stuff that grow, the roots and the vegetables and the fruits that grow in Jamaica. It's a tropical country. They have everything at their fingertip. They're eating McDonald's, they're eating KFC, and they're eating that junk, and they're getting bigger by the day. And with that comes the diabetes, the hypertension, the heart disease, the kidney disease, the cancer, and all of that. So the number one thing that people need to do is to change the way they eat.
Absolutely.
Now, no one can say they don't know how to eat, because that information is available everywhere. It's on YouTube, it's on Instagram, it's in books. There's so much information. Change the way you eat, cut back on that junk and start eating some vegetables, some fruits, some nuts, some grains, drink water instead of sugar, that kind of stuff. That's a number one thing that we have to deal with. Then, of course, the other things like the walking and the sleep, the stress and stuff like that. But I would say the number one would be the diet.
That is on point. Because you know something, I tell these younger kids about the fast foods, and I know that you can relate to this being from a family of 10. My mama ain't got no money to be taking 8 kids to Burger King and McDonald's and stuff. Man, she take that money and make that food herself. We eat at home. I don't know nothing. I never grew up on no McDonald's and Burger King. And now when I drive, my little grandkid, you driving in and start McDonald's. They know that sign, McDonald's, Burger King. I'm like, come on, man. No, you can't do that.
I call it McBroke when I go through the place.
The prices of that stuff, and it's not even good for you. It's ridiculous.
It's expensive junk.
It
Right?
is. It is. And over like 9-10 years smoothing myself, we don't do the sugar, right? So now when you eat certain things or go some people's houses, you can instantly taste that sugar, and I'm like, it's too much sugar.
Too much salt.
Yeah, salt would no. I've drastically changed, and for a good thing, because sometimes people say because we are interracial, right? We've been 16 years together. They'll say, "Oh, you never been with a black guy?" And I'm like, "Girl, I've been married 3 times to black guys. He's number 4." And I just got tired of cooking all that damn soul food. You feel me?
Can I tell you something? I can relate to you because my current husband is Caucasian, and he actually is the one who taught me to eat salads.
I love salads.
And he taught me to eat salads. My first book, he encouraged me to write. My recipe book, he said, your food is so delicious, you got to put them in a book. So, but I find that it's not just African Americans that are eating that junk. The Caucasians are eating the junk. The West Indians are eating the junk. Africans are eating the standard American diet has caught on everywhere. People have adopted the taste for eating junk, and they can't appreciate some lettuce and tomato. Even if they do have a salad, they pour all that salad dressing on it. They kill, they just kill it with all that.
Right.
And the salad dressings have a lot of sugar and other additives that are bad for us.
You're absolutely correct. I can eat salad for breakfast. I can eat salad any time of the day. Are you kidding? I love salad. But for someone that's used to eating and doing any and everything, right?
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, they're ready to begin a holistic health and wellness transformation. So what would be some of the simplest first steps people can do to begin embracing that power of intentional wellness?
Deal with your mental state first. You've got to be ready to make the change. A lot of times people get on board for emotional reasons. It's January 1st and I've got to do a New Year's resolution. No.
Right.
Deal with your mental situation first. Make the decision that I am tired of being sick. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of the way I feel. I'm sick and tired of the way I look, and I want to make a change. Then once you make that decision, it'll make things a lot easier. Not easy, but easier. Once you do that, then start working on your diet. And don't jump into from eating 100% junk to 100% healthy. It's not going to work.
Right.
Start adding a small bowl of salad or a green smoothie for that matter to your daily routine. And then you cut back on that meat. If you normally have a half a chicken, you have a half of that. If you normally drink 6 cups of coffee, cut back to 5, and then you cut back to 4, and then you cut back to 3. If you normally put 10 packs of sugar in your coffee, cut back to 5. Do it gradually. Slow and steady wins the race. Because I see too many people jumping on board the beginning of the year. Oh, my resolution is to lose 60 pounds in 3 months. It's not going to happen.
But
It's better that you lose 10 pounds in 3 months or 5 pounds in 3 months, but you steadily and gradually stay on that trajectory until you get to your goal. And you will slide back sometimes. You just reset and get back on board, reset and get back on board until the healthy lifestyle becomes your lifestyle. But slow and steady. Walking. Not everybody can walk for 30 minutes.
Right.
Do 5 minutes in the morning. Do 5 minutes when you get your lunch break. Do 5 minutes when you get home and you take the walk or take the dog for a walk or the children for a walk. 5 becomes 15.
Right.
And eventually you can do 10 and so on and so forth. You know, where there's a will, there is a way. You will figure it out.
Absolutely.
Marva, I have a question.
Yes.
Now, and this goes out to everybody because I know that everybody is differently structured metabolically. So I may be able to respond to this diet or whatever in 2 months and lose the weight I want and get healthy, whereas my best friend may take almost a year. And I think what is important is people don't get discouraged. Well, how come Joe over here is able to respond so quickly and I'm busting my ass and don't see any results?
Yeah, because we're all different. And focus on your journey. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's metabolism is different. Everybody's discipline is different. What I find oftentimes is that people will lose 10 pounds rapidly. I have a friend who lost, I think, 24 pounds in 6 weeks, something like that. Perhaps most of that weight was water weight. Okay. Now you have to continue exercising and continue eating healthily because you're going to plateau for a while. And also sometimes folks focus too much on the weight. I encourage folks to forget about the weight. Okay. Focus on healthy eating and healthy habits and the weight loss will follow.
Yes.
But if you keep jumping on the scale, and a lot of times we regain weight over the weekend. I almost always gain a pound or two over the weekend because I become a little lax. And that's why on Mondays I reset. Now, if you're on the path to lose weight and you gained a pound or two over the weekend, you could become discouraged if you're weighing yourself every day.
Right.
So don't focus on the weight so much, but focus on the healthy lifestyle, building healthy habits, and the results will come.
I totally agree with you on that. You know, the main thing is that you must put yourself a priority. And like you said, 5 minutes here, 3 minutes here, that I do. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, geez, I don't even feel like doing it. So I challenge myself. I'll say, okay, go at least do 2 minutes, right, on that treadmill. And then when I do the 2 minutes, I do it more. It motivated me because you did it. So if everyone just try and put the effort in and want to, like you said, that mindset, you can do it. And don't put the stipulations like I got to lose 2 pounds. It's not about that. It's not about that inner health. So you are a guide and a warrior helping so many people worldwide that I really can't stress how honored I am to have you on the show to at least begin this process and educating people via the platform. You are the author of 4 wonderful books focused on health and wellness. And I can't wait to get into the recipes because even though I've changed my eating, there's still some things that my palate needs to get used to tasting. And that I'm sure a lot of people, when they do this transition, has to get used to. When you're used to eating this way, and now you got to eat this way, and you be like, ugh, it tastes nasty. I'm going to tell you, I've seen you eat it like every day, and I swear to you, I must tell me how I can introduce those avocados. Is that the green things, right?
Avocado?
Yeah.
You mean behind me?
No, that you be eating. Yes, I
I
have not gotten to avocados, and I know that they're good on salad. They're good on everything. But what's the first way I should try it when I'm trying to introduce that to me? Avocados, asparagus, lentils. Those are my challenges to try to get.
Okay, I would say avocado just makes salad pop. You know, no matter how boring the salad might appear to be or to taste, once you add avocados and mix it up, with your salad, it just does something. You don't even need salad dressing when you add avocado because it's nice and moist. You can even mash the avocado and mix it up with your salad. I put avocado in my smoothie, and it makes it nice and smooth and creamy almost.
Okay, so in your description, what does avocado taste like?
Avocado.
Yeah, but I mean, what does it remind you of? Like butter or like a peanut butter? I mean, I don't know. I had one in the refrigerator and I let it set so long I ended up having to throw it away because I was afraid. And I know I want to get it. I want avocado. I want it.
Avocado is a great brain food because it has healthy fats and omega and antioxidants. It's a great brain food. Like, for example, if one doesn't want to have any animal-based stuff in the morning and you want to wake up that brain, you can eat avocado because it has great fats in it. But avocado, I would probably describe it as closer to like buttery. In fact, in Jamaica, where I'm from, there are several species of avocado, and one of them is called butter avocado. Actually, butter pear, because in Jamaica we don't call it avocado; it's called pear, and it's called butter pear. So probably more buttery. It is more buttery. The softer it is, the riper it is, the softer it is, the more buttery it is. Because some avocados, depending on how ripe they are, they're not so buttery. They're a little bit more firm. But once you get to understand how healthy avocados are, you start incorporating it in your salad. You can put it in your smoothie, mix it with your green juice, whip it up. You can make guacamole with it. I cut an avocado. Like last night, we went dancing. My hubby and I, we love to dance. We went dancing. And I like to eat a little something before I go dancing. And I just cut an avocado and just scoop it out and eat it. You can put a little cayenne on it. Some people sprinkle a little black pepper or a little salt on it. It's so versatile. There's so much you can do with avocado. But yes, you should try your best to incorporate avocado in your
that's
diet.
definitely one of my goals. It is. But tell me about the book. The first book that I want you to tell me about is Eat, Sleep, and Meditate: A Nurse's Guide to Health.
Yes, that's my most sold book. So this book is like a memoir. It's about my story from the traumatic times that I had in my life. I've been through 2 divorces as well. And I chronicle all of that until when I got to the stage where I was very, very sick and told that I might not live, etc. And I wrote about how I was able to overcome depression and anxiety, suicidal, actually, the heart disease, the inability to sleep, H. pylori, gastric reflux, all those health issues that plagued me, because guess what? They were all there because once one body system is out of whack, it affects everything. So I wrote about how I was able to overcome all those health issues, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, in this book. And I don't know of anyone who has read Eat, Sleep, Meditate: A Nurse's Guide to Health who has not written a beautiful testimonial of how this book has helped them and given them hope. There's one person whose doctor told them that they weren't going to live, and they read my book, started implementing some changes. I think their heart function was at 10%. They messaged me on YouTube to tell me that they were now at 50%.
Wow.
It's a great book to have.
Good for you. Look at you. I love it. I love it. And don't that make you feel good to know that your experience, your testimony, and now your books is guiding, helping, inspiring, and teaching others? That is a blessing indeed. Now, the acronym for SHEIR, which is SHARE recipe book, is Simple, Healthy, Easy, Inexpensive Recipes. Now you're talking. Tell me about it.
Yes, I wrote this book because I think maybe 99% of the rest of the recipes can be whipped up in less than half an hour. I would say about 20 minutes. And there are lots of salads in it, by the way. And I do have salads with avocado.
Yeah.
And this book has over 100 simple, healthy, easy, and inexpensive recipes. And this book came about because every day I would whip up these delicious recipes for my honey. And he said, every time you cook, it tastes differently. And they were so delicious. You know, if a man tells you your food is good, you know it's good.
Right?
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And he said, you just got to write those recipes down. So I started writing them down. And then he said, you need to write a book. And that's how this book came to being. It's my second most sold books.
Wow. What if you don't mind, what is your husband's name?
Anthony.
Shout out to Anthony. Audience, give it up to Anthony. It matters when you have someone in your corner that supports you,
Yeah.
that has your back and all. And he's inspiring you and pushing you in the right direction, doing so much. It is so great. And I'm going to tell you something. I never heard or seen growing up in the hood, because yes, I'm from the hood, family of 8. My mother was a single mother with 8. It would have been 10 children actually, but 2 didn't make it, right? So I've never heard avocado, not even in the school system when they talk about the food charts and all that. Never heard of avocado. After 3 marriages, Tim's number 4, 16 years with Tim. I used to think that only the white people knew or had avocado. And I'm like, Tim, you ever had an avocado? What'd you say?
Every day.
And I have not. So that's why I'm like, wow. Well, how did they know and we didn't know? But no one ever talked about it. And when it comes to these fast foods and TVs and things, it's the television. It's the government. All they're pushing. You don't hear them saying about, oh, try a little turmeric every now and then, or try raw honey and your thing. They don't do that. Or try, it's ridiculous that they push and brainwash these children and brainwash even some adults. When they get depressed, what do they want to go do? Gonna go grab the wrong thing to eat and smash, instead of something healthy.
That's exactly and it's not just the government. The food and drug industry, food and drug,
Mm-hmm.
they are in bed with each other.
Mm-hmm.
They want to feed us the most unhealthy foods. The United States sells the most unhealthy vegetables and fruits on earth, because they allow the farming industry, which is huge, because we're not buying foods from local farmers anymore, small farmers anymore.
Right.
These are large industries, and they allow them to taint our food with all kind of wax on our fruits, and our vegetables and stuff are being sprayed with all kind of pesticides. And then when we consume those things, we end up getting cancer and other disease conditions, even though some of us are trying to eat healthily. Even the healthy food is not as healthy as, say, the food in Europe and the Caribbean and the Central America and stuff like that.
I agree
So
totally.
the food industry want us sick. Hence all of this junk. You go to the supermarket, there's a small area of healthy foods, and 90% of the supermarket is junk. And so when they get us sick, then we'll be hooked on blood pressure pills, cholesterol pills, diabetes pills for the rest of our lives. So we've got to wake up and realize that they're not in our corner. If we are well, they don't make money.
Right. Exactly what I say. And I believe that to the fullest. I'm sorry.
And even some of these places where, like a Whole Food, for instance, that got themselves in trouble because of not selling the product that they advertise as, no pesticides, none of this, grass-fed, and then some people found out, well, that's not necessarily the case. You can't necessarily even trust sometimes the outlets. I believe grow your own garden.
Grow it as best as you can, and I know that not everybody can. So what I suggest is wash your vegetables and fruits with some salt and some vinegar, maybe some baking soda in the water when you wash your vegetables and your fruits. But the United States tends to allow the food industry to taint our food, to brainwash our kids. And brainwash is more so in the poorer community, the African American community, or even the white community. Whatever community is, the poorer people are being bombarded every day with commercials for these fast food and stuff like that. So that's a major problem. That's why we have to empower ourselves by educating ourselves and
Absolutely.
educating our children or grandchildren, teach them how to eat healthily from their yay high.
That's correct. Be the one to set the example versus
That's
the
right.
way. I keep saying government, but I'm sorry. All of them that so negative and money hungry, they do not care.
Call it corporate America.
Well, they just it just makes me upset. They just don't care, and there's still hope. There's always hope. Every day you wake up is that opportunity to learn, to do, and your books is exceptional. I'm going to get these books because I'm going to learn how to even more incorporate the healthy living, the healthy eating, and all of that. It is important, especially as we get older. Sometimes no,
Yes.
not sometimes, all the time. You can't run from your genetics.
Yeah.
And when you get older, things happen and you wonder why. Well, even when my parents, your parents, in their days, they didn't have it the way it is now, and it was hard even then.
But they live longer and healthier and better lives than we're living now,
Yes.
because at least the food wasn't so tainted. They had a little patch of garden in their backyard.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't eat as much. That's another problem. We eat too much,
Yeah.
because the poison is in the dose. If you're eating one donut, it won't have the same effect on your body as if you're eating 3-4 donuts, or if you're eating donuts every day.
Well,
But
as
our
long as you
parents
said
never had
donuts
the
and you
money
did,
to buy the junk, and they never had access to the junk, so they ate from the land. They never had cars, so they walked where they were going. They went to bed at sundown and got
right?
up at sun up, and they weren't stressed out. They didn't have TV. They didn't have social media. They live a simple, healthy life, and that's what we need to get back to.
We
The
sure
simple
do.
life.
We sure do. Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Preach it, Sister Marva. I love it. The other book that you have, Lose Weight and Keep It Off Good, Understanding the Weight Loss Gain. Tell me about that.
Well, they complicate weight loss. Every January you hear them advertising, you have to do this to lose weight, you have to do that to lose weight. And this book was written to show people that weight loss is not complicated at all. It is absolutely not complicated. It is what we put in our mouth, how active we are. Sleep affects our weight loss. Stress affects our weight loss. It's a holistic approach, and it's very, very easy. So I have included some simple steps that folks can use to systematically lose the weight and keep it off. Because when you lose the weight, you don't want to be up and down like a yo-yo. You want to lose the weight and keep it off for good. And this book simplifies it. It's not about diet, by the way. Every year they have this diet, the Atkins diet, this diet, is that. It's about including more healthy foods in your diet and cutting back on that junk and getting up off that chair and go for a walk.
Absolutely. And you know what I found? I found that some of the, quote, richies, the rich people with all the money, they go and, what is the name of that pill? There's some kind of pill like Sharon
Ozempic.
What is it?
Ozempic.
Yeah, Sharon Osbourne looked like a little stick now, taking this here to lose weight and all, when there's things that they can do and care about themselves and their body and put the effort in to do besides going that way.
Well,
now you're going to deal with side effects.
I think they're coming up with some negative side effects of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And cancer is one of the side effects of that drug.
Yes. So people, wake up, get a grip of yourselves, and just love yourself. You have to love yourself. How can you even love anybody else or anything if you don't love yourself and take care of yourself?
If you love yourself, you will take care of yourself, and you won't give your health and well-being over to the healthcare system. Now, I'm not saying folks should not go use the healthcare system if they need. If you break a leg or if you're having a heart attack or stuff, that's not what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm talking about that Ozempic and that pill is not the answer. The answer is to watch what you're eating and get your body physically active.
That's right.
That is it.
That's right.
And get off those pills as quickly as you can, because they all have very bad negative side effects.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And you are so correct. The other book is a compilation. There's other authors that is on this book, and that's From Stuck to Limitless. What is the part that you contributed to the book?
Well, the From Stuck to Limitless is an anthology. It's a story of 13 authors, what we've been through, We want to show our readers where we've been, what we did to get to where we are. And so I told the story of how I was deathly sick, pretty much told that I wouldn't live, what I did to take back my health, and how I'm living now, and really to show folks that if I was able to do it, so can
And
you.
you. That's right. You heard it. You can do it. I'm telling you.
Yes,
We are here for you. I believe you me, Martha Riley is Marva. I said Martha.
that's all right.
Marva Riley is so here for you, and she has equipped 4 books. 4 books: Eat, Sleep, Meditate, A Nurse's Guide to Health, Share Recipe Book, which is the acronym for Simple, Healthy, Easy, Inexpensive Recipes. Now, just that, when you said inexpensive, healthy, and easy, it should be flying off the bookshelves right now. Pew, pew, pew.
Yes.
Lose weight and keep it off for good. Understanding the weight loss gain, and From Stuck to Limitless. Excuse me. Tell everybody how all these books can be obtained.
Okay, my books are available on Amazon, Walmart.com, Target.com, or wherever books are sold. I also have my books available in the Florida Public Library System
All right,
and
that is
Georgia
great.
and the and the Georgia Public Library System.
Wow. I love it. I love it. It also should be in every school system, in every community building, everywhere. People need to take heed and get a grip on your life and on your health, because I believe in holistic health and living so much. I can't scream and shout and teach and educate people the way you can. I can be there to open the platform and put it out there for everyone, because any avenue of getting it out there is important. And I can't thank you again enough for being here. Sum her up, if you will. Anything you want to add that perhaps I did not say or ask you?
Okay, well, I want to say that my passion, my life's purpose is to encourage, to inspire, to educate, and to motivate everyone that comes across my platform or I meet to become and remain the healthiest version of themselves. And I can be found on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I have a website, rnmarvariley.com. You can visit my website. I have lots of free recipes on my website. And I also send out a free monthly health and wellness newsletter with tips to help you to become and remain the healthiest version of yourself.
Awesome.
I also want to leave this one quick thing with you. Without your health, you have nothing. So today is the day of salvation. Today is the day when you should make the firm decision that enough is enough. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you want to take back what rightly belongs to you. And that is your health and wealth, your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health. And you can do it.
Absolutely. So on Facebook, what is the name of your group page where you motivate daily?
Marva Riley. On all my platforms, it's Marva, Marva, Riley, Riley. If you Google me, you'll see me everywhere. Every day I'm on social media encouraging people. I encourage people by my lifestyle. What you see me put out there is what I live. I eat healthily, I exercise, I have fun, I enjoy nature. You see this beautiful background right now.
Yes.
This is my life. If I can do it, so can you. Let us do it together. I want to encourage you. Let's go.
Absolutely. Woo, I love it. I'm finna go and run on that treadmill right now because you've got me motivated. I'm gonna go and do it again. But you know something, on a serious tip though, Marva, I want to thank you so much for honoring the Queen Silvy Show with your greatness, your inspirational knowledge, and the awareness about holistic, healthy living. It means a great deal to me. I know it means a great deal to anyone and everyone out there listening. And I want you guys to take it another step further and put in the effort for yourself. Pass the information, pass the name Marva Riley to someone else and let them find out for themselves, if they don't want to take your word for it, that there is people out here in this world who will make a difference, who has a passion and who is there for you. And Marva Riley is definitely one of those queens that is doing it. I've been following you every day since then. I just want you to know. And it's a good thing because, like I said, I have a few things that I need to incorporate still. It's a continuous thing. Every day
It's
is
a
a
journey.
continuous thing, absolutely. And so, yeah, we're going to be there with you. We hope that you enjoyed this conversation. It was brief, but listen, there is so much more that we would love to share via the platform on the Queen Silvy Show with you as well.
I will be delighted.
So I want you to go out and make the best of your day. Of course, I know that you are. And we will definitely be in touch with you. And I appreciate you so very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Tim.
Thank
You're
you.
very welcome. We'll be in
God
touch with you.
Oh, well, well.
That was so great. I hope someone is out there right now peeling them an avocado because it's good for you.
You know?
Someone out there eating a salad instead of what? She's saying something.
Oh, hang on one second.
Wait.
Hang on. Let me go back here
And it makes it look so pretty.
So you were just muted when you was rubbing your face. Were you saying put avocado on your skin?
Yes, you can put because have you heard of avocado oil?
Yes.
Okay, so the oil is in the avocado. So what you can do, you can actually put the avocado itself on your skin. It makes it nice and soft and supple as well.
That's interesting because you have beautiful skin, by the way.
Thank you.
Of course, I know you know this. You're like, girl, tell me something I don't know.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, Marva, we're out of here. Thank you so very much.
All right. God bless. Thanks so much.
You're
Right.
welcome.
All right.
Wow.
Check out this here little advertisement we have for you because we do aim to bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. Check this out, and when we get back, we'll close things out for you.
Are you tired of driving around a dirty car? Say hello to the ultimate solution for your car. Quick auto detail, home, work, or wherever. Their mobile car spa will clean and shine your car anytime and anywhere. Their products are gentle on your car's paint, and they use only the highest quality materials. Book your appointment now.
All righty.
I feel great right now. I mean, I am so motivated and inspired to not only get that avocado in my system and on my face to keep myself
Yeah, I'll help you with
glowing.
that one.
You do that, dear. Why don't you? But I really love and appreciate and admire Marva Riley. You will too. Go and get these books. These books is so informative. You're like, I don't know how. I don't know what to cook. Well, she has that covered.
Whole book.
Everything. And I will repeat this for you because it is important. Eat, sleep, meditate. A Nurse's Guide to Health. That's book 1. Share, recipe book. And Share, SHEIR, is the acronyms for simple, healthy, easy, inexpensive recipes. Oh boy, get that and get yourself together. Lose weight and keep it off for good. Understanding the weight loss gain. That is an important. A lot of people get caught up with society and the way they say, take this, do this, and lose weight, and then you play with that mind game. I lost weight and I gained it back. You need to learn to understand the whole mechanism of how that works. Get the book. From Stuck to Limitless is another book of many authors sharing their testimonies and the solution to what they were going through to motivate you all. It is so important. Everywhere on social media, all of the book places, everywhere you can find this, even in some states in the library, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah. Interesting in the schools. She said, what, Florida and Georgia?
It needs to be worldwide, and hey, I look for that to happen anyway. So she's phenomenal on what she's doing. Marva Riley, look her up on Facebook every day, throughout the day. She's motivating, showing you what she's doing, motivating you to do the same. And you can't beat that because guess what? It's free. Coming
price is
from the
right.
heart, compassionate, all for you. So go and get that there if you will. We appreciate Marva very much for taking the time being here on the show. And we look forward to greater things with her as well as back on the Queen Silvy Show. So I want you to go out and enjoy yourself because you know I've been fasting, right? Ugh, I've only had a cup of tea. What? I've only had a cup of tea, a little spiff of honey in there, and I'm now ready to go and eat. Yes, I am going to go feed my face. So I want you to make the most of your day. Positive energy, effort in yourself because you make yourself a priority first, if you will. Try it. You will love it indeed. So, Smooth, tell everybody how we can be followed on social media.
At the top of the screen there, Queen, you can go to www.thequeensilvershow.com, or you could simply go to the YouTube page, catch up on all the episodes from the past, as well as the other shows that we have. And simply in the search engine, The Queen Silvy Show, you'll get all 3 shows. And while you're there, please subscribe.
Please subscribe. And you know, today's Tuesday. That's the multiple award winning Queen Silvy Show, but tomorrow's Wednesday. All right. And that's Tim's Tidbits. Anything you want to add to it?
No, I think we do quite enough on that show.
It's a phenomenal show. Oh, my goodness. But it's in the evenings. It's Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So do check your time zones.
I'll check them.
And then there's Thursday, the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, bringing you inspirational, encouraging, motivating
Potpourri of entertainment,
potpourri of
folks.
entertainment. That's right, coming from the heart, just for you. You are going to love that. We also showcase the music video at the end of that show, and that also is in the evenings, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, do check your time zones, but join us for that as we aim to bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you, baby. Yeah.
Yep.
So with that said, hey.
Till next week. Same Queen time, same Queen station. Voila.
It used to be hard for this family to run and play in their yard. That big pooch left its business all over. Dad would spend his time cleaning up puppy messes. Now, I make sure the yard is clean so they can play without worry. Yes, there really is a poop fairy.